Hello, this is Seth Lewis from Lantern Home Inspections, here to perform a sewer line camera inspection on property 6910 Southeast 92nd Avenue, Portland, Oregon 97266. Current time is 9:17 a.m. on August 18, 2026. The house is facing south. I'm here on the south side of the house where I've located a 4-inch cast iron clean out. This is a flag lot, so I'm assuming that this goes right out to the flag, to the area where I saw a manhole, actually. This is where I'll be accessing the lines of inspection. I have water running from the bathroom sink. Okay, head of my camera is facing downstream. I'm going to zero out my foot counter. Purpose of this inspection is to determine the overall condition and serviceability of the sewer lateral for this property. As you can see, we're in cast iron still. There's quite a bit of buildup, material buildup there, scale, sludge possibly. Sidewalls are covered. See, there's a little bit of crevassing there with that material buildup. Just made a turn here. Pause the video for a moment. Okay, I'm back. So you just see the flaking, the age of the pipe itself. It's hard to get a sense. I mean, it's solid, it looks like. There's nothing inhibiting the flow path at this time. So you can see how those sidewalls are just caked on. It seems like crevassing, but really nothing obstructing at this time. Like right there's a joint. Quite a bit going on here as far as just the buildup. I mean, it builds up more and more as we get further down. Like that right there. I can't tell if that's actually a deformity in the pipe there. Kind of looks like it might be. Looks like it is a deformity in the pipe there. The thing about this is that when any type of steel gets old, it could actually, there are sections that could be weaker than others that over time deteriorate with corrosion, and even though they have the look of solidarity or being solid, that once you chain grind it or maybe even hydrojet it, it makes holes right into it. So I always suggest in old homes like this that you test the integrity of the pipe with a chain grinder. See all that sludge? It's just really narrowed out because of the buildup. Even though the rainwater is going freely downstream and it doesn't seem like it. And I'm not sure what this property is going to be used for. It's going to be lived in by you, the client, or if it's going to be resold. Now we're getting into some debris. It's just starting to get real heavy. Let me pause the video for a moment. Okay, I'm back. It's getting harder to push the line or to get out. And as you can see, there's just uncertainty with the sidewalls of the pipe, or even the bottoms and the tops of it. Just the surround, it's just caked on, and there's some deformity behind it in some sections. Yeah, look at the flaking and deformity and the buildup on that area there. It's like it's getting deeper in the water here. So that section of pipe at 663 feet has definite standing water. Could be a slump in the line. Could actually be some type of separation too. The reason why this is taking so long, so once the further you get, and especially in cast iron where there's the sludge and everything, it kind of slows the line and it's hard to plunge it. Something is hindering me from going forward. It could be whatever I just passed through. You can hear I'm just plunging as hard as I can here without breaking my line. I'm going to pause and try to locate this. All right, I'm back. So we're something right here is making it, something right here where there's standing waters, making it difficult for me to get past. This is only about 5 feet or less from the city main. I was able to mark this area from about 160 to about 160. Well, you can see I can push, and it's letting me. Up to this point here. It's not letting me get up over a lip somewhere right here. So that's an issue for concern. But in the distance there is the city main, and it looks like it's all about the same. I'm going to have to fail the whole line actually, so it's not really matter. It's going to have to be reevaluated. It's going to have to be grinded or hydrojetted and then rescoped by a licensed professional to determine if it needs to be replaced. It is older. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, I'm back. So again, I turned up the water that was flowing and helping me get back to this point. Something kept catching the head of my camera right there. It could be sludge. Again, there was standing water there, more significant than we saw when going forward. I've marked this area out on the driveway. I did minimal marking just because I don't know if this is going to pass or fail or leave the property or what, but I'm going to pull back the line from here. As you can see, there's some standing water here. That could be caused by a offset in the joint, which is covered by sludge, and there's something there. So you can see there's some crevassing, some standing water. That could be a reverse slope causing that, but it is an issue for concern. Okay, so as you saw with me going to and from the city of Maine, it begins with just some sludge and serviceable actually. But as you get further, it gets increasingly more in the buildup around the pipe, the deformities. I do believe that there might be a deformity in the pipe, but not broken through. It's hard to tell without hydrojetting or chain grinding, which I would suggest the chain grinding, because the chain grinding will actually test the integrity of the metal as it's going forward to see if there are any break points, any thinning areas that can break out and cause problems. But from the beginning, like at about 160 or 158 to about 163, there's some standing water. Then the head of my camera just stops, and that means an obstruction of some sort, because I could not plunge it forward, and usually I can. So that's an issue for concern that I could not get a good eye on, that needs further evaluation. So for this purpose, I'm going to fail the line for inspection this time around and refer to a licensed professional to do another, to do a chain grind or a hydrojet to clear out the pipe, and then rescope to identify exactly what's going on. The pipe is about 50 years old. House looks like it was built in 1975. So things do deteriorate that way. And so I will have a written report in this video upload for you and your real review. Thank you for choosing Lantern Inspections.